In this video, we're going to talk about one of the simplest but most important things in Python programming, how to import modules. If you have ever wondered why some programs can do more than others, it often starts right here. Before we start importing anything, let's understand what a module is. Think of a module as a separate Python file that contains useful code. It can hold functions, variables, or even full classes. If you have a file called hello.py, then guess what? Its module name is hello. That means any other Python file can import it and use what's inside. Python also comes with a lot of built-in modules already installed, like math, random, or datetime. These give you extra features without needing to write everything from scratch. Now let's test a module directly in the Python interpreter. Open up your environment and type import space math. If nothing shows up, that's exactly what we want. It means Python found the module and loaded it successfully. In Python, we use the import keyword to bring modules into our program. And this is usually done at the top of a Python file, so everything is available before the code runs. But if you try something like import matplotlib and matplotlib isn't installed, Python will complain with an import error, as you can see like this. When that happens, just exit with Ctrl+D and install it using pip install matplotlib. After it installs, run import matplotlib again, and it should work smoothly. Now let's actually write a program. At the very top of your Python file, add import random. This gives you access to everything inside the random module. You use it with dot notation like random.randint, random.randrange. Here is a quick example. Import random for I in range 10. Then print random.randint in parentheses 1,25. This means randint 1 up to 25. Run that file and you will get 10 random numbers between 1 and 25. You aren't limited to just one. If your program needs more capabilities, you can bring in as many modules as you like. Import random, import math. Here is a simple example using both. You first import random and math on the top of the program, and then iterate through the range of the numbers 1 up to 5 for I in range 5, then print random.randint 1 up to 25. Outside of the loop, print math.py. Then when you run this file, you'll get 5 random numbers, and then Python prints the value of pi. Sometimes you don't want to type the module name every time. Python gives you a shortcut. For example, from random, import randint. Now you can call the function directly without dot notation. This keeps your code a little cleaner. You can also rename a module to something shorter. This is called aliasing. For example, instead of typing math over and over, you can write import math as m. Then use it like this. Print, and instead of math.py, use m.py. That is called aliasing. Some aliases are so common that you'll see them everywhere. For example, import matplotlib.pyplots as reality. This lets you write reality.show instead of the long module name. Modules are a big part of what makes Python powerful. They let you reuse code, access advanced features, and keep your programs clean and organized. Whether you are using the tools Python gives you or installing new ones through pip, importing modules is something you'll do all the time. See you in the next time.